Morning, guys. Mark Fresh, Put Tick Dog Training in Simba. Good boy. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Now, you notice I brought all of my equipment from the home that I always use is all here. And so one of the things that you got to understand when you do something like this is you can't just stay on it constantly. Okay. I can't do this every day, stim collar, because his dog's going to go flat. He's going to get a little stressed out by it. He's not going to enjoy it. Our job is to keep the dog enjoying what he's doing. So motivating the dog and keeping his drive states in a higher level, and then giving him a little taste of this and slowly weaning it in, right? Not heavy every day, every day. The dog is going to go flat, and you're going to have a dog that doesn't enjoy it, right? And doesn't respond to it as well because you've taken his drive state. Simba, go boy, up, good, to another level, right? Now he just pissed on my table, you little shit. Didn't even see it. You guys probably caught it on camera and I didn't see it. Good dog. Good boy. Good, Simba. Yep. So we're going to food, and I'll keep away from the collar for a while, and then I'll intermittently throw it in as I'm working around the park, right? Good. But I go back to things that he already knows that bring him into a psychological happiness and drive state because of these things he already knows, right? Good boy, good, yeah, go, good, place, good boy, good, yeah, go, good. It's my voice tone, get him back up in drive, good. So what I want to talk to you about today is the second turn off. Now you notice that we had one turn off, the dog was coming into me. And then I start doing it in the send away that's away from me, right? But I wanted to talk about a couple things in regards to that. When we first did it, we first started, move this up here, and we, make sure my camera set's good, go through my whole process of making sure I've got a good, all right, good boy, good. Yes, double voice. Yep, good boy, good, there you go. I'm going to kind of let him do what he wants to do. He's out here, and good boy, good, yeah. He's thinking nothing but food, see? Hands go in the pouch, look at the dog. All right, so we've got the first turn off that we showed the dog already, and we've been working on that, where we hit the button as soon as he turns around to me. And remember, the dog's concept, he had no concept of what's going on. He wants BALL. He wants to go into his normal flow. Nope. Couche. Pas bouger. Couche. Pas bouger. So a little bit of dominance, a little bit of attitude coming from me. Good. Nope. And if I got to, I will correct him by taking him around a circle and putting him back down. He's got to understand the boundaries and what is expected of him. Good. Nope. But he right away thinks of this pouch and me working out here in the park as play, right? Which is fine. We're going to pick it up, like I said, very intermittent. But I wanted to go over some things with you before I did that, right? So in a nutshell, we already did the first turn off where we took the dog and we hit the button. As soon as he turns around to me, I let it go, and a lot of praise, let him follow through. Now, the reason for that is the dog has no concept of the collar. He didn't understand what this meant at all. And now he's starting to put some pieces together. We do 3 of them in different contexts so the dog understands the whole concept of what we're trying to convey to him. And what is that? That is that if when you do the right thing, the stim goes away. It doesn't have to be something that's high enough that hurts him, or that. All we want to do is have him feel the tingle at whatever level set that is at his level, and then it goes away when he complies with something that he already knows. Now keep in mind, this dog's already been conditioned for that condition heel and all that. He usually drives back to me real quick. There could be a toy involved, there could be food involved, there could be a lot of movement from me going backwards. All that stuff is to motivate the dog and get the dogs in a state of mind, so the dog wants to go to you in a fast fashion. Right? So that's what we're working on. Now the second turnoff is what we're talking about today. So the second turnoff is when I send the dog away from me and he goes towards something. So because I use couche, pas bouger, this table all the time, and he's constantly going up onto it, getting put into it down, this is where everything started for him. He's very familiar with this table, right? That being the case, we'll use it for the second turnoff. We'll talk about that today. But on this one, I'm going to go ahead and keep it on until I get him to go to the table. Now, if he was to balk, in other words, freeze up because he's feeling that stimulation, he starts thinking about it too much, and he stops with his progress, that's why I leave the long line on. So if I need to, I'll actually help him out with tactile, with the leash, right? And as soon as he touches that table, it goes away. That's our second turnoff. So, and it's, again, something he's very, very familiar with, right? Yep, good. Oh, yeah. Good, good. Now, I'm not going to use the collar at all right now, but I wanted to show you how familiar he is with it. Simba, up. Okay, he knows what that means. He's really familiar with it, right? Yep, good boy. Simba, up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start showing him with the collar. I want to bring him back up and drive though. Good boy, good. Oh, yeah, good boy, good. So, good boy, good. Yeah, 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 good boy, good. Yes, good. Good boy, good. Yeah, 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 good, good. Yes, good boy, good. There you go. Good boy, good. Good. Yep. Okay. Yes. Good, good. Sure. Cushy. Good. I see. Good. Simba. Cushy. Good. That's my boy. Good. And we'll get into some of the other things we're already working with him. I've been working on the, yep, box. Good. Box. Good boy. Good. Simba. Nope. Box. Good. Good boy. Come. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good. Nope. Nope. Good. Good. Simba. Cushy. Good. Nice hinge back down because of what the box does for us, right? We talked about that before. Good. I see. Good. That's my boy. Good. Simba. Goose. Good. Okay. So what I want to start teaching him now is the dabu. He doesn't know stand. I started working on them on the other day. What we want, good, is to be able to take the food up underneath his chin and push backwards. There it is. Okay. Until he pops up. But I didn't have anything to work with the other day, so I had to show him what I wanted. Couche. Good. Good. Good boy, Pablo. I see. Good. And we're going to do the stand from a sit position to start. It ends up being from any position at all, you should be able to call it. So if he's in a down, he should be able to pop right up into a sit. But it makes it easier to teach the dog when he's in a sit, underneath his chin and push back a little bit. See it? Okay. And right away he pops up and then praise the dog. That's the way you start it with luring, right? Good. I see. Good. Underneath the chin, there it is. Good boy. Good. And then I'll pair a word to it as we go along, right? Simba. Yep. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good boy. Up, yeah. Yes. Good boy. Good. Now I got to get my paws back in there and get my duration on my reward. Up, yeah. To be right. So that when I say the YES word, up, yeah. He, nope. Nope. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. There you go. Yes. Good. Dabu. Nope. Dabu. Yes. Good boy, Dabu. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Good. That's my boy. Good. And so I'm staying away from the collar, if you notice it. Yep. Because I sense in the dog that he's starting to go flat because you're doing it too much. He's doing it so much that the dog starts to not really enjoy it. He's too flat in his behavior. So you've got to get other things to mix it up. Bring his drive state up, and then when he least expects it, start playing with that little game of turning off the stimulation again. If you just kept doing it all the time, constantly the same thing, he's going to go flat. He's not going to enjoy it as much, and you've got a problem. Good. So we use drive, get him back up into drive, and the drive will offset the stress of the collar. And there is stress. It's something he doesn't understand, guys. It doesn't matter that the collar is hurting him or not hurting him. It's a sensation of feeling that he doesn't understand. And when you keep doing it, he's trying to process it. Yep. Good. Now to the collar, I'm going to slip it in a little bit. We're on a 5. Up. Good boy. Yeah, you go. Good boy. Good. Yeah, go. Yep. Come on. I hit the button. As soon as he touches that table, the sensation goes away. Up. Yeah. Good. Simba. Up. Good boy. Good. Now he looked. He's looking down. He's trying to figure out what this feeling is. I really don't care about any of that except stalling. What I do care about is that he starts to register that it's going away when he does the right thing. And that'll just take a lot of practice. Yep. This is only the 3. Remember, this is only our start of working with a stim collar. We do a lot of things to get the dog, and we grow the dog, right? I've talked about it at all, but we first got to layer it in this process so the dog has an understanding of it. Yep. Good. Got it in my hand, but I'm not using it. Good. Good boy. Good. So I'm not going to do much with it at all today. I'm going to do more of the play and more of the other stuff to bring back up his drive and his mental attitude about coming out and working. I don't want him to go sad sack and just be going, oh, here we go again. This is boring. This is no fun. OPA. So we've got to make sure that we have fun and enjoyment in the work, and we bring him back up in drive. and we intermittently show him the stim color aspect of things, right? Good boy, good. Up, yeah. Yes. Okay, good. And so now nope. Notice how he's going to the hands because he's expecting things to happen. Up, yeah. Good. There you go. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Nope. Nope. So the second turnoff is pushing him away and going to the table, right? And I'm not doing it from all the way across the field because he'd never make it. I'm close enough that my body language and what I'm doing can help him, because all I really care about is him learning the concept of when he touches the table, that sensation goes away. Good. Simba, up. Good boy, good. I didn't hit the button at all. Couché. We're going to get into conversations about that as we go along in regards to basically getting a point where he starts to learn that when he does the right thing, the collar doesn't even get activated. He doesn't even feel it at all. And that's important so he understands that when he does the right thing, he doesn't even have to feel it. And we're not up to a stage that does anything other than just he feels it. His brain's having to process what that feeling's all about. We're trying to show him this concept. We're trying to give him, yep, the attitude of what happens when he does the right thing, right? It's going to take some time. Up, yeah. Nope. Up, yeah. Good. I know. I see you. I see you. Yeah, good boy. We're on a 4. Simba. Up. Button on, button off. Right when he touched it. Right? Good boy. Good. Good boy. Yeah, yeah, my boys. Make it as pleasant as possible. Just trying to convey a concept to him, right? And I'm not going to do the first turn off today. I might just do a little bit of this and then leave it alone. Like I said, get away from it. Go do some other things so it's still fun and enjoyable. You do it too much. Oh, yeah. Come on. And the dog will go flat on you. And now he's not enjoying it. So we've got to be very conscientious of the dog's mental attitude with everything we do, right? Good. Do one more and we're going to end. Nope. Simba. Up. Yeah, good boy. Good. There you go. And we're going to grow the dog's conceptual growth in this as we go along. Good boy. Good. All right. Enough of that. Yep. Good boy. Good. I did another video this morning that I had to delete because the sound went out on me because my battery goes out on this little mic. Good boy. Good. Yep. So we're done with that. I'm going to go ahead and work the dog and not have any distraction because I have to keep talking to you folks, right? Good. Good. There you go. Yep. Good boy. All right. Talk to you guys later. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, starting to work in on the second turnoff. Talk to you later.